Hello, this is Bill St. George. Welcome to another impression show with Bob Hood and myself on Block Island in Rhode Island. Bob's shooting the harbor, beautiful little harbor. And we'll come to the place where we have the ferries, one of which we came in on this morning. Great ferry ride, about an hour. A lot of people. Small island. I don't know what the size is, or what, you know, it's smaller. Bob was saying it's smaller than Martha's Vineyard. This is probably maybe 1/3 the size. Anyway, we picked up these books on the Bob picked up these Block Island guides, and there's some interesting stuff in here, and maybe when we get into the show a little while after I get started, we'll read some of these facts and some interesting things. It's a quick trip from Walpole. It's about an hour, and the ferry ride over, I think, is, if you're coming over without a vehicle, I think it's under $10 a piece one way. So it's a good deal, and the beaches are nice, small. We're pretty close to the ferry. We didn't want to wander too far. We took a short ride around, and I think what we'll do is after we finish shooting some stuff, some shows, we'll come back another time, and well, after the shows we're going to take a ride around, scout some other spots. I just came back from a week in California, and the weather there was just exquisite, and the weather here is similar now to the weather that I experienced. I guess last week it was pretty hot and muggy. Anyway, I'm going to do a little beach scene of mallards looking over to the left. I keep it fairly loose as usual, fairly abstract. There's a lot of color. I was attracted to the banners, you know, something to break up the grays and the greens. So what I'm going to do is get started. And then we can talk as we go along, and watch for the wind, because it's pretty strong. And this thing becomes a wind sail if I'm not too careful. So I've got it weighted down in the back. For those of you that paint outdoors, I hope a lot of you are doing it. You want to weight your easels down in the back, and you know, you can just dump something in there, rocks or whatever. We've got a bag there right now. We'll get some weights in a little while if the wind picks up. I've prepared the canvas with some acrylic last night. This is actually, there's an existing painting. Whoops, get some. Oh, that's nice. Got some sand on there to add to the texture. Anyway. Yeah, you got that right. Bob says realism. Wow, look at this. Isn't this nice? I got these little boats. They're great. What do they call them? Jet skis, right?
Jet skis, yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Check that out. Really nice. Well, they get their individual jet skis, huh? Wonder what that rusted out thing there is, Bob. I think we were saying it might be part of an old boat, because it looks like a porthole on the right-hand side. You can see it looks like glass, so it may have been some part of an old boat. Anyway, all right, I'm going to add some weight to the back here with the paint thinner, and I'm going to use a little liquid just to get the drawing in. I think I'm going to paint mostly wet and wet. I'm going to shoot at least 3 shows here, maybe more, but depends on how the time goes. Maybe I'll start one here, and then if we'll either come back and do another one at another location, or we'll come back and finish this one, which might be still on California time. There's a jet lag. Just get in about a day and a half ago, and I'm still wiped out. But anyway, painting will be good. Be something to do. Okay, let's see. I'll get some brushes here. Got all big brushes, that's good. Got my palette knife, brushes, paint, towels, medium, scenery. We're ready to rock and roll. Plenty of sand on that. Okay. I think what I'll do is probably throw in the... Nah, I'll just do it. You guys kind of go along with me. All right. Again, use something that isn't too... I'm going to be slipping and sliding over these rocks all day. Let's see. Yeah. We'll bring the top of this thing over. Because I want plenty of the beach down here. So, we'll get this here. I just want to get into this as fast as possible. It's getting later. So I don't want to spend too much time out here. Okay, that's Ballards, I guess it's called. They're all public beaches. Unlike, I was telling Bob, unlike the Vineyard, you get out there, you spend a fortune, and then there's no place to swim. They're all private. I know there are a couple of beaches that are public, but I don't know. There's always a catch out there for some reason. I'm gonna bring this over here more. I want less of the building, more of the sky. Reduce the size of the building. And get more of the people in. I made the mistake of putting 3 coats of gesso on this yesterday, and then for some reason it did not dry the way I thought it would. Okay, let's see. This is this. I don't want this too big. All right, it's pretty much appear like a mishmash for a while, so bear with me. I'm just getting my markers here. Maybe I'll draw it with a little darker color. See what happens. Okay. I want to get a nice feeling of depth. So we'll get this one up here somewhere. I don't want to do too much drawing. I get sand all over this thing. It's flipped over on me. So we're going to have everything in here. All right. Okay, I'm just going to get into the paint, all right? I don't think I'm going to use much liquid. Let's get this going really fast. Those umbrellas are kind of nice out there too. The red, so that'll give me a, you know. I can't believe these paints.
What?
I couldn't believe these paints, man. They're all covered with sand. Texture special. God. Hold on a second. Let me see. The light is really bright here today. Oh. Extremely bright. I'm just going to move the paint, push the paint around. And see what happens. Milton Resnick says just follow the paint. You know, I believe that. Oh, it's really nice of these banners. They're just great. I'm going to throw a couple up there just for landmarks now. Just kind of get my bearing here. I don't know what the heck happened to the paint, but it is really loaded with sand. So give me a landmark too, which to base everything else. So we get the orange and then this yellow coming back again. And then a nice purple in there. Except some cerulean blue, and I'll actually use ultramarine blue and some red. There we go. Square this away. Okay, I tell you, there's a smell coming from over there that'll kill you. It's, I don't know, it smells like rotting fish. Oh, it's coming from those barrels, or there was a dead fish over here somewhere, yeah. On the beach, some seagull was having a picnic there. All right, I'm gonna get some shadow area in. Use a little bit of liquid. Okay. I'll get some sand in here now. Using some Naples yellow and some white. Get rid of this green here. I just, as I said earlier, I had, oh boy, that wind is blowing wild. I just put this together last night, the canvas and all. right. So anyway, a lot of people hanging around. I think Bob just went over to get something to drink out of the car. Incredible amount of energy just to get this set up. Also an incredible amount of paint. I'm going to utilize a lot of these colors that are already in there. I'm going to save a lot of the, let's see. I just want to make sure I get my bearings here. There we go. I have to add some yellow to this green mix that I've got here. And then throw some white into that. Just kind of push the paint around and hope for the best. And it'll all come. Just takes time. But it will emerge. Just have to trust that it will. Okay. Let's see. Get that green in there. That's kind of a nice pink, which would be probably a magenta. I'm talking about some of these banners. Yeah, okay. The sand dune actually comes up behind here, so I want to knock a little of that green out. Amazing what you come up with if you just kind of work full speed. Don't think too much about it. You know? Something happens. With the texture on this, on the canvas, makes paint drag a little bit, you know, so I have to do the best I can. pretty big canvas too, so. All right, I'm gonna get into the sky a little bit more, just to establish some landmarks again. Knock down some of these other colors. And hopefully something will come of it, you know? How's the beach out there, Bob? Pretty good? Let's take some shots of little water babies. Looks like another ferry coming in too. Way off. Takes the heat off me too for a while. Alright. Alright. Get some more white here. A little bit of green. More banners. Get some green in there. And I'll throw in a red one. All I'll do is try to get the movement of the banners without getting too hung up on detail. Okay. Yeah, we're talking about, oh, there you are. Am I on camera? We're talking about the comparison between Martha's Vineyard. Bob and I were discussing the comparison, and this would be more like the Oak Bluffs part of the vineyard, I think. Not the Edgartown or Chilmark or Up Island. More of a fun place. Here comes a nice shot here with that. What a wake that thing has. Huh? Oh, is that the fast? That's the fast ferry. That is beautiful. What a shot that is, huh? Wow. Mows down everything in its wake. Isn't that nice, huh? It's a beauty. This reminds me of the time we were down Rhode Island last year, right? Went down to Newport. Same type of day. We're out in the ocean, aren't we? You were wearing gray, I was wearing pink. Oh man, those were the days. God. Thank God they're gone. Anyway,
I'm gonna shoot this boat, though. Just take a look at underneath this boat. How cool. Look at the big boat. Look underneath it.
wow. Check these. Afterwards, I got 3 seagulls having lunch down there. That's always a nice shot. Yeah, I was eating that whatever. That's probably the smell that we're beginning here. Unless I forgot to wash my feet. I don't know. That could be. Okay, I'm gonna work the broad areas. The problem with this canvas right now is we've only got a minute left. I got the old 1 finger sign from Bob, my favorite. And so we got 1 minute, and we're gonna shoot some scenes along the way. In the meantime, this is Bill St. George. Hey, thanks again for joining Bob and I for another impression show. Boy, that thing is spectacular. Wow.